Brian Laundrie manhunt, fugitive's father to join search at Carlton Reserve, lawyer says. Cassie Laundrie tells fugitive to come forward. Fox News senior correspondent Laura Ingle with more on Fox News. Florida fugitive Brian Laundrie's attorney said Wednesday that Christopher Laundrie would begin assisting authorities in the search for his son, who was last seen on September 13, just days after his fiancée Gabby Petito officially became a missing person. The FBI later uncovered Petito's remains at a remote Wyoming campsite on September 19. Chris Laundrie was asked to assist law enforcement in their search for Brian at the preserve today, Steve Bertolino, the family's attorney, told Fox News Wednesday night. Since the preserve has been closed to the public, Chris has not been able to look for Brian in the only place Chris and Roberta believe Brian may be. He added that Northport police had to postpone the elders Laundrie's participation and that he did not take part in the search Wednesday, which saw an increased police presence after resources appeared to have been drawn down over the weekend. Chris and Roberta are hopeful there will be another opportunity to assist, he added, referring to both of Brian Laundrie's parents. Bertolino told Newsday earlier that Chris Laundrie was excited to take part in the search after weeks of remaining completely mum on the subject and barely leaving his home. He also claimed that the elder Laundrie searched the T. Mabry Carlton Jr. Reserve on his own on Monday, September 13, after his son failed to come home that night, even though the parents told police that Friday that they had last seen their son on Tuesday, according to the paper. The Northport police informed me that they were focusing on certain areas of the preserve today and they were actually hoping that Mr. Laundrie could join them on that search, Bertolino told the newspaper. Mr. Laundrie has consented, and we are waiting for the call from the Northport Police Department to make that happen. Brian Laundrie had been named a person of interest in Petito's disappearance days before authorities found her dead. On September 23, the FBI announced a federal warrant for bank fraud charges after he allegedly used someone else's debit card without authorization for more than $1,000. His whereabouts remained unknown as of Wednesday evening, but a search at the reserve has continued for weeks, even with reports of possible sightings in other parts of Florida and along the Appalachian Trail, where it runs down the border of North Carolina and Tennessee.